Hey guys, Hayden here again from Alarm System Store, and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial over how you would handle home run wiring for two-wire smokes. So if you're unfamiliar with the term home run wiring, essentially what that means is two-wire smokes are meant to be chained off of your alarm system. So the alarm system to the first smoke to the second smoke, so on and so forth. With home run wiring, what that means is every wire for each smoke is run back to the alarm system itself. So generally in that scenario, if you have two wires only running to each detector, all you can really do is wire them in parallel on the main board of the system, which will power and operate all of the smokes correctly. However, you can only have one resistor on the wiring going back to that panel, so you can't have a resistor on each detector. You would only have one supervised detector. And in that scenario, if we mock that up real quick, essentially I have our two-wire smokes both wired here normally. So basically just two wires, you got your power and your negative, and you would just connect both to the alarm system like so. Now real quick, I am using the DSC Neo main board. This really applies to any alarm system though, so don't really pay attention to the board or the connections over here. We're just specifically talking about the wiring for the smokes. But anyway, so in this scenario, all of these smokes are going to be able to trigger the alarm system, but you have to choose one to put the resistor on. Whichever one you put the resistor on is the supervised detector. And what that means is if these lose power for some reason, the one with the resistor is going to be able to show a trouble on the system. However, let's say, I'm not going to hook it up, but let's say I pick this one as the resistored or the supervised detector. If this one loses power or the wire's cut or anything like that, the system will not know. So if the wire gets shorted, it will set off the alarm because these detectors close whenever they are triggered, meaning it closes the circuit. So if the wire is shorted, it will still trigger the alarm system. However, if it just loses power or the wire is cut and there's just an open circuit, the system won't know there's anything wrong with the wiring or that detector. Only this one would be supervised, as I mentioned. So one thing you can do if you happen to have four wires running to each of your detectors is you can actually use those additional two wires to create a chain within your cabinet. So unfortunately this won't work if you only have two wires home run from the system, to the detectors. But if you have four wire like I do here, which happens more often than you think, you can, like I said, use these extra two wires and create a chain inside your cabinet. So what we would do in that case is we'll start with our first detector here, and as you can see, we have our red on our first positive and our ground on our negative there. What you would do is just take your yellow and green or your second two wires, whatever you have, and you're gonna choose one of them to be your second positive, which is your power out. So I'll use yellow for that. And you're gonna connect that here. And then you're going to take your green, and it's just going to be your second negative. And these yellow and green wires are going to go to that second detector. So you would have it set up like this. You would have, your first wire, which is power in from the panel to the first detector, going to power in here, the first positive. Then you have power out along in the second wire, and then you basically have two ground wires. And because they're all wired back to the panel here, we have all four wires available. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your red and black, since this is the first smoke in your chain, and you're going to hook it up as normal. So go to your power, and then with the Neo, it's PGM2, or whatever your system requires. But you're going to take that yellow and green, and you're going to connect it to the two wires that are going to your next detector. So yellow was our positive, so I'm not actually gonna B-connect with these or anything. I'm just gonna kind of twist them together. You would splice your positives together, And then you would take your two grounds, so the ground coming back from the first detector and the ground going to the second detector, and you're going to twist those together, or splice those together. So hopefully this is clear enough for you guys, but we have our red and black, which are coming off of the alarm system, which are powering our first detector. And then we have the yellow and green that go back to the panel, which are basically carrying that power back into the cabinet for us. And then we're going to connect that to the red and black that are going out to our next detector. So what this does is it basically creates a chain within the cabinet just by splicing together some wires. And when you get to your last detector, you can do this for as many, 2-wire detectors as your system is able to operate. But once you get to your last detector, when you put the resistor on this, like I said, I'm not going to wire it up, but we'll just stick the resistor there. Once we have that resistor on there, now every single one of these smokes is supervised. So if there are any wiring issues along the way, all the detectors will be able to report that to the panel, and you'll get a trouble condition or whatever the case might be. The only potential issue that you may run into with a scenario like this is, with all these splices in your cabinet, there are a lot more connection points that could fail. So whenever you're doing a setup like this, ensure that you use proper splicing methods. Don't just twist them together like I did here. Make sure you use, B connectors, you get them properly crimped, the whole bit. Make sure everything is solid. But what that does is, like I said, it allows you to use Homerun wiring to chain 2-wire smoke detectors together. This is really handy for people that, may have had 4-wire smokes in the past, but they want to go to 2-wire smokes just because they don't want to add, an additional 12 zones or however many to an alarm system to incorporate all the smokes, so on and so forth. But essentially, this is an option for you guys. I get asked about this quite often. What you would do if you had Homerun wiring and you're using 2-wire smokes. Like I said, if you only have 2 wires, you are pretty limited. 2 wires to each detector means you basically have to parallel them in the panel. Only one gets supervised. If you're lucky enough or happen to run 4-wire runs to each of your 2-wire detectors, and they go back to the system, you can use this method to create a chain for your smokes, which allows you to supervise every single detector in that chain. So hopefully this was informative for those of you that may need it. It's not a super popular topic, but I do get asked about this quite often, so I figured I'd give a short video so you guys can hopefully find it on YouTube or our website, whatever the case might be. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys learned something, let us know down below. If you don't mind, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one.